saw the Tamil film Kaka Kaka, I was shocked that, how beautifully the romance and action has been weaved into a film. And it just blew me completely away. And I just knew I had to take the copyright of this film and make it. We took the copyright almost a year and a half back. And I was lucky to get the copyright because it was already with a big production house and they were not keen on making that film for reasons best known to them. I mean, they were very happy to sell it to me, and that's how I got it. The best part about Kaka Kaka was a fabulous story which had a terrific romance and terrific scope for action. Great music by Harris Jayaraj, and we've retained one of the songs from the original in this version as well. So great work by Mr. Harris Jayaraj, and a whole package absolutely seemed like perfect fit for Hindi cinema, and that's why I decided to buy the rights. After I bought the rights, then I started interacting with John and I showed him the film. He loved it equally. He thought it was a great film and probably the right kind of film that he wanted to do, because John was itching to come back to action and he was not getting probably the right script that he was really looking for. And this script excited him to the point that, okay, this is a great action film where he can contribute a lot in terms of action. There is a great romance in the script. So as a script, it worked very well for John. And then we both kind of agreed to do the film. And then I met Fox. Fox and me, we have a relationship. We have a commitment to do 2 films together. And this then became the first of the 2 films that we are supposed to do. They equally found it exciting. They thought this was a great commercial film for somebody like John, and coming from a production house like us, it was a perfect combination for Fox, us and John to unite on this project. And that's how Fox got involved in it. And then was the decision for the director. And it was one easy one. I had signed Nishikant Kamat after seeing his first film, Don't Be Very Fast. John and Nishi also had some commitment to do some other film, and so as a result of that, we decided to do this film together. And I think Nishi is a terrific director. He's got a great credibility to his work, and people have loved whatever he's done so far. And I thought it was time for Nishi to take a big leap and come into the arena of commercial Hindi cinema. And I thought this was great for him as well, because it's not a very far-fetched or larger-than-life kind of a film. This is very real, which is the space that Nishi likes to be in. It's very real, very gritty, and at the same time, it has a terrific commercial space. So I think the combination of the team was very important, and I think we all got it right. John wanting to do action, we had a film which was action. Fox wanted to come with their distribution and their marketing strength, and Nishi as a director who's made some fantastic films, wanting to taking a big jump into the commercial world with the right kind of script. So I think that's how the team got united. And very interestingly, there was a requirement for the character of John to look in a certain manner. And 8 months John worked on his physique, and the kind of body that he developed for this film was unthinkable. I used to worry because, for that kind of body, the kind of diet that actor has to go through and the kind of preparation that he has to put in can be sometimes very dangerous to the health of the actor. And I was worried that John should not do it to a point where he may damage his health, but he did it, and the result is there for everybody to see. There is nothing that you can't make out, and it's all good thing about John is that he doesn't take any steroids or any supplements or anything. It's all natural and real body, and I've seen him working out and the amount of hard work that she's really put into getting this size and this body, I think it was unimaginable. I mean, today every actor is very conscious of the way he looks and the way his body should look. I think the kind of body that John has been able to achieve is unthinkable for any other Indian actor, at least, I mean, that's what I feel. And then we wanted a girl who could look a next door girl, a bubbly, chirpy, happy girl, but also has a ability to look like a woman, a little sensuous, little sexy. And it's very difficult to find a combination like that where you actually get a girl who is really, you know, bubbly, chirpy girl next door. But when she desires to look sexy, she can. I think in that space we could think of nobody but Genelia. And Genelia, as you know, we all know, has been doing these very chirpy, bubbly, bright girl kind of characters. But she's still not turned into that sexy avatar. She's not really turned that side. And I think this film gave her that chance and scope where she could look really like a woman who is very, very appealing. At the same time, she could look like a girl who is bubbly, chirpy and pleasant. And I think Genelia has looked beautiful. Her new avatar is absolutely superb, and the way she performs, I mean, there was never a doubt about her ability to perform, but people never could see her looking so glamorous or sexy, and I think that's what she's been able to carry off very, very with great ease. I mean, there is no effort, there is no artificialness to her sensuality, and I think that's what makes her a perfect choice for the film. I think she's done a great job in the film. And the important part of the film was obviously action, and we wanted the action to look raw. We wanted it to look real, at the same time become the best part of the film. And we couldn't think of anybody but Alan Amin, because Alan is known for the scale that he brings into every action, and so it was a kind of challenge for him also, because he's not done raw bare body fights, not too many of them. So he was very excited. He wanted to pick that challenge up and do something extraordinary, which I think he's been able to do. And action definitely is one of the big high points of this particular film. And the beauty of the action is that every action sequence has a different style. I mean, there is one chase sequence, and there is one bare body action sequence, and there is one power and strength and skill. So it has a big range, and everything is still real. Most of it is done without cables. It's done in the most real manner to really take it to that level where people start feeling it, emotionally connecting with the action. And I think Alan has done a superb job on that. I think also Nishi's background in the filmmaking, he loves action a lot. So that has also kind of combined together, and both of them together have been able to come out with some great action. And I think if anybody ever wanted to see John doing action, this is the film for them, because I mean, I've been hearing people saying that John should do action, John is going to look great when he'll do action, and why is he not doing action? I think this will answer all those questions. I think maybe he was waiting for the script, and he's really done extraordinary action. I think he's going to be the next big action hero, same on the lines of all the great action heroes that we have. He's going to be now seen far more seriously in action space than ever before, because of the kind of action that he's really done in this film. As far as the music of the film is concerned, Harris Jayaraj is probably name that Indian audience is not very well aware of, but down south he is one of the legends, and he's seen as the biggest, or maybe one of the biggest guys down south. He's in serious I mean, he's seen as equivalent of A.R. Rahman there by some people, but not going into that comparison or not going into that space. Just to give one example of one film that he did in Hindi, Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein, and that music is even today extremely popular. Even today that music plays after 6 or 7 years on radios to it's selling. He brings a very strong melody into any song, and I think that's the strongest point. He has great arrangement skills. He makes the sound design of the song beautiful, but the key of his song is that his melodies are so strong, and they are today's melodies, but they also have the element of classical or folk, and the elements that he brings into the melody are absolutely fantastic. And sometimes, I mean, once you're working on music again, I mean, film after film, you can start predicting that this is how the music or the antra or this part of the song will be. And exactly when he surprises you, he brings a novelty in the structure, he brings novelty in the melody, and you're surprised that he's actually been able to create a melody like this. I think he's going to be a big revelation to Indian industry once again. They have heard his work in Rehna Hai Tere Dil Mein, but this one is also going to be a big revelation to Indian audiences. As far as songs and choreography is concerned, Bosco and Caesar, we worked a lot, and I think they are really at top of their game. They are fantastic guys. We get along extremely well, and they understand what I want. And they did Sing is King with me, and they've done this one as well now, and they've done some of the London Dream songs. So we both understand each other very well. Nishi and they teamed up beautifully well. They worked on songs for, like in the pre-production, they really worked very hard on the songs, and result is there for everybody to see. I mean, there is a character in every song. Every song is taking story point forward, and it's not about singing or dancing. It's about creating a song which is going to become the high point of the film. And the character of John in the film is such that we couldn't have given him any dance routine. Yet we wanted to make the songs interesting, and I think Bosco and Caesar have done a superb job of making the songs look grand, big, huge, at the same time keeping the youth element in it and not worrying too much about dancing from the actors, but worked on a concept, and they've got every song. There is a character to every song, and I think they've done a beautiful job. The way they've showed Genelia in that Kaise Kahun song is something that you've never seen of Genelia, or Khwabo Khwabo, the kind of things Genelia or John have done in those two songs. You've not seen John or Genelia do that. So they've been able to bring a new side of the actors on table. They've been able to extract that kind of performance in the song, and I think that's why those songs look beautiful. And one of the highlights in the film, in my opinion, is Vidyut. He's a new boy. He's done all his action without cables or anything. He knows 9 types of martial arts, and I think he's easily one of the best action boys that we have today. And the most difficult part in this film was that the kind of physique John brought on table and the kind of physicality that he built, we needed somebody to look, who could match. If there was any villain who was great actor but physically not so strong, you could automatically sense that one punch and John is going to smash him, he'll break him. So we needed somebody who could stand in front of John and look believable that yes, this guy can fight John back. Eventually John will overpower him, but it's going to be one hell of a fight. And to that extent, I think we had to find somebody who was huge, who was physically so strong, and he had an attitude, he had style, and we couldn't have found anybody better than Vidyut, because he's young, he's exponent of 9 martial arts, and he's a great guy for action. And that's why I think the chemistry of John and Vidyut in the film, when they are going for each other's life, is something that is one of the biggest high points of the film. And I think the kind of challenge that John's body had created for us, Vidyut had answered it perfectly. So I think it's a great match, and that's the kind of reaction we are getting from the promos also, from audiences. They're loving the way two men are battling it out. It's not John fighting 10 henchmen. It's John fighting the villain, and the villain is not somebody who's hiding behind henchmen. He's coming in front, and I think that's the new aspect of this film. We've not seen this kind of action in recent time. Somebody like Vidyut brings on table. So I think that's been a real search for all of us, and that's been a real recovery and discovery rather. And so Vidyut is a big discovery according to me, and let's wait and see how audience reacts to it. But I personally feel that Vidyut is going to be really being appreciated. So that's it.